The drunk woman woke up after a wild night, only to find herself lying next to her sworn enemy. But the craziest part was, his parents caught them together right on the spot. The moment both families saw the situation, they were thrilled, and immediately started talking about wedding dates. But there was no way she was marrying her mortal enemy, so she bailed on the marriage and ran away on the spot. What she didn't know was that the CEO had secretly loved her for years, ever since high school. Whenever a guy confessed to her, he would secretly snitch to the teachers, saying she was dating too young and hurting her grades. Back then, his friends used to tease him, asking if he had fallen for her. Too prideful to admit it, he scoffed and said, "Only an idiot would fall for a girl that dumb." But unfortunately, she overheard every single word. From that day on, she became convinced he hated her, and quietly buried her own feelings for him deep inside. In order to finally marry the girl he loved, the CEO immediately went to her father with an idea: to freeze all her bank cards. After finally getting this close to her, there was no way he was letting her escape again. Meanwhile, the clueless girl was still out shopping like crazy, and even dropped 19 million at an auction to win a jade bracelet. But when it was time to pay, she was told her card had been frozen. The girl stood there in complete disbelief, and the scheming woman beside her finally saw her chance. She instantly mocked her for not even having 10 million, and sneered that her family must be going bankrupt. Furious, the girl immediately called her father, but he coldly told her to call back when she was ready to get married. Now completely broke, the girl had no choice but to shamelessly start borrowing money from friends. What she didn't know was that the CEO had already warned everyone that anyone who lent her money would pay the price. As a result, not a single person dared to help her. With nowhere else to turn, she finally swallowed her pride and went to the CEO. The first thing she asked for was a 30 million loan, but the CEO pretended not to even know her, while secretly feeling over the moon inside. Left with no choice, the girl started clinging to him non-stop, and the soft-hearted CEO finally handed her his card. From that day on, she followed him around everywhere. Wherever he went, she went too. She claimed she was staying close to take care of him personally, as a way to repay him for lending her money. But honestly, the truth was simple. She was broke and just wanted free food and luxury. After being rivals for more than 20 years, the CEO could see right through her little tricks. Wanting to get closer to her, he came up with an excuse to teach her how to swim. But the girl had always been terrified of water, and the second she heard swimming, she tried to run. But the CEO suddenly scooped her up and jumped into the pool. The terrified girl wrapped herself tightly around him, barely even daring to breathe. Unfortunately, this scene was witnessed by the scheming woman who had always loved the CEO. Burning with jealousy, she secretly swore to herself that she would definitely teach the girl a lesson. Under the CEO's patient guidance, the girl slowly learned how to swim. But when the CEO stepped away to buy her some water, the scheming woman immediately saw her chance. While the girl wasn't paying attention, she suddenly shoved her hard into the pool. The girl was completely caught off guard, and desperately struggled after falling into the water. But it didn't take long for her strength to run out, as her body slowly sank beneath the surface.